All right, Ripple XRP holders. So we have some breaking news with FedNow officially going live. What does this mean for XRP? What does this mean for the entire crypto industry? We're going to talk about that in this video. We're covering everything from the participating financial institutions that are involved, settlement agents and liquidity providers, certified service providers, and we're also talking about ACI and SWIFT, among other partnerships that are leading back to Ripple and XRP. And also, U.S. lawmakers are calling on the SEC to stop regulatory assault on crypto following the XRP ruling. So what's happening with the SEC, what's happening on the XRP chart, comparing it to silver as well too, and then talking about what's expected next for the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF filing, on how long do we have to wait before we get massive institutional money to start flowing into this industry. Because in my video yesterday, I talked about, FedNow launching today, and nothing's happening with XRP price. I mean, it's down a little bit, it's at 79 cents, but we still have a lot more to dive into. So comment 777 if you're feeling blessed. Comment 777 if you're feeling bullish. If you're going to become the first millionaire in your family tree, you know what to do. Confirm it by smashing that subscribe button. All right, so looking at the XRP to the US dollar price chart here on the macro on the left-hand side, in this symmetrical triangle XRP is in, everyone's hoping for a push upwards of $1.30. With this news of FedNow, right now we're on the RSI at 76 in overbought territory on the weekly candles. And so at some point, XRP will come back down. Everyone is hoping for a push upwards of $1.30. And if we're looking at it on the micro, on the hour chart, we're in this bullish channel right here. We need to hold this support at about 77 cents. If XRP breaks this support and we don't see a bounce off of it, and we come all the way back down, we could come back down to 71 cents. This would be the next line of support for XRP to hold with this news, because I expect the news with FedNow to take years into effect. However, the dominoes are tipping and all signs lead to Ripple, which is what I'm going to share with you in this video. So on the RSI, on the micro, because if we look at hourly charts, minutes, hour, days, weeks, months, depending on where we are, we're at 41 on the RSI, so we're closer to oversold territory on the hourly. However, on the daily, we're in overbought territory, and so we could see a bounce for XRP in the short term as long as we stay in this channel and we keep pushing to the upside as money flows into this industry. We're seeing massive rallies with other projects as well too in the markets. If we were to sort based on the past hour, XLM is looking good at 16 cents. We can see Chili's, Polygon, Axie Infinity over the past 24 hours as well too. Chainlink is going crazy with some good news for Chainlink. I've been super bullish on Chainlink. We haven't talked about it much on this channel. Look at this spike from $6.80 upwards of $8. So Chainlink does have a bright future. Again, don't sell Chainlink, but the all-time high for this project was $50. It's in at $8 right now. So again, guys, if you want to see our top list of altcoins and you want me to put together a list, let me know. Give this video a like. If you want me to put together a list of my top 50 or top 100 altcoin picks, I can put together a PDF for you guys and I could share that with you, because I know a lot of people come to our channel. They want to learn about XRP. They want to learn what's going on in the news. And speaking of the news, the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System just released this breaking press release announcing that new system for instant payments, FedNow, is live. And the Federal Reserve announced this morning, this was at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that their new system for instant payments is live. Banks and credit unions of all sizes can sign up and use this tool to instantly transfer money for their customers any time of the day, on any day of the year. The Federal Reserve built the FedNow service to help make everyday payments over the coming years faster, more convenient, said Jerome Powell, the chair of the Fed. And to start, 35 early adopting banks and credit unions, as well as the U.S. Department of Treasury's Bureau of Fiscal Service, are ready with instant payment capabilities via FedNow. In addition, 16 service providers are ready to support payments processing for banks and credit unions. Now, there's not much mention of crypto companies. However, Ripple is mentioned multiple times in these partnerships and all that stuff, which I'm going to share with you. Over the coming years, customers and banks and credit unions that sign up for the service should be able to use their financial institution's mobile app, website, and other interfaces to send instant payments quickly and securely. Now, if we look right here on the frbservices.org, the Federal Reserve Services right here, this page lists participating financial institutions that are currently live on the service, as well as financial institutions serving as settlement and liquidity providers financial institutions that have complete testing and certification will be added to the list once they are live on the service. And so, first things first, participating financial institutions, First Source Bank, Adyen, Avita Bank, BNY Mellon, Bridge Community, Bryant Bank, Community Bank of the Bay, Consumers Cooperative Credit Union, Corporate American Credit Union, Eastern Corporate Federal Credit Union, First Internet Bank of Indiana, Global Innovations Bank, Hawaii INB, JP Morgan Chase, the largest bank in America. That's over in New York, though. So it's not quite yet all around the country. Like I said, this is going to take time, but here's what the smart investors are doing. They're positioning themselves early by understanding this information. And subscribe to the channel, as always. People's Bank, and then we see the other banks right here. U.S. Bank is another massive one. Wells Fargo is another massive one. Then obviously, U.S. Department of Treasury, Bureau of Fiscal Service in Washington, D.C. is insane. It's massive. Settlement agents and liquidity providers, BNY Mellon, the liquidity providers. There's nothing on here mentioned about Ripple, but if we keep doing some digging on the certified service providers page on ACI Worldwide Corp, the receive, send and receive RFP, and liquidity management transfers, they check all the box for this, obviously. And right here on ACI and SWIFT, ACI supports around 9% of global SWIFT traffic and approximately 30% in the U.S. ACI offers services to banks around the world wanting to connect and leverage the SWIFT's global payment initiative. ACI also supports real-time schemes around the world, meaning that any bank can use real-time payment systems to support SWIFT, FIN, GPI, DLT, and they put Ripple right here. Ripple, wire and immediate payments. So why would they put Ripple if Ripple wasn't a part of this? Here's one thing that's interesting as well, too, to note is Alacrity, I think that's how you pronounce it. They check all the boxes as well, too. And look at their partners right here. Amazon Web Services, Glia, Q2, Socrate, Visify, and then many others as well, too. If we go to the official document that they have on all of their partners on Airbnb, ACI Worldwide, Alibaba, all these massive companies, Best Buy, you can just keep Citibank and all the banks. You can scroll down. You can see the entire list right here. Well, if I search Ripple, Ripple Labs is partnered on there as well, too. Very interesting. Partnering together, right? So APTYS Solutions, BNY Mellon. Now, if we go here, we open this up, we could see the federalreserve.gov, their press release right here on the appendix for faster payments task force on the participating roster. And if I search Ripple, Ryan Zagoni at Ripple on here. Also, we go down here. They put Ripple on this. Ripple is a solution that empowers providers to make real-time cross-border payments. Cross-border payments today generally take 2 to 4 days to settle. With limited visibility into status and fees, Ripple enables full visibility into payment status, certainty of fees, and settlements in real time. And so the fact that they have them on the official Federal Reserve document. Now, BNY Mellon as well, too. So if we go down, we can see BNY Mellon on this list. They check 3 of the boxes other than liquidity management transfers. So Ripple and BNY Mellon. Ripple has become a rival to SWIFT, offering even faster transactions. And right here, Ripple using XRP takes minutes, obviously, even seconds. It doesn't take minutes, it takes seconds. Over the past few years, Ripple Labs has partnered with more than 300 financial institutions, which many of which are major banks in various countries around the world. In 2016, BNY Mellon mentioned Ripple in their analytics report, writing that Ripple took a major stride in providing a standard to enable payments across payment networks. And so they mentioned Ripple multiple times, and Ripple's technology is being used. That is massive as well, too. Now looking right here, Finastra, right here, you guys can see, was a major mention. They have 2 of the boxes checked other than receiving RFP and liquidity management transfers. However, when we look at Finastra, the 3rd largest financial service technology firm in the world, so this is not some small move here, has partnered with Ripple to grant its customers access to RippleNet blockchain network. As reported by Finastra Times back in October 16th, a while back, the cooperation between the 2 firms will see Ripple's over 200 existing clients access to Finastra's extensive banking network, which includes 48 of the top 50 banks globally, the majority. So it was formed back in 2017 after a merger between Misha and D+H, with the development hailed at the time of establishment of a global behemoth and market for financial software. Now, according to FinTech Times report, Finastra customers and existing RippleNet partners will be able to transact cross-border with end-to-end tracking and transparent oversight of fees, delivery time, and status. Customers will be hosted on Ripple's cloud solution in order to improve speed, as well as having the option to use Ripple's XRP-powered on-demand liquidity solution, which purposefully offers a 3-second settlement time for international payments. So this is massive, guys. And you see all these other partnerships here, everything else that's going into effect right now, Vertify Software, Temenos, Pigeon, Open Payment Network, Juniper Payments, FPS Gold, FIS, Finsley, and all the others as well too if you scroll down on this list. And so it's very clear that XRP is that cryptocurrency that is going to be the main one moving forward out of the entire industry alongside Bitcoin. Even though XRP is better than Bitcoin, Bitcoin is still going to be that store of value that massive institutions are putting money into. Also, another not project, but long-term store of value that's been around forever to watch is silver. So if we look at, silver right here sitting at $24 per ounce, silver retesting this downward trending resistance right here. If we see silver break, this $25 resistance and hold it as support, I would expect silver to see a massive bull run over the next few years as the Fed makes this pivot and the Fed starts lowering interest rates coming upwards of 2024, then that would cause a short-term temporary correction in the stock market, potentially the crypto market as well too. But long-term, XRP's outlook is looking bullish. Now, if XRP does not hold the 71 cent support right here, we could come back down to retest these levels that we saw from breakout of roughly 55 cents, 56 cents right here. But I would expect XRP to eventually break to the upside, coming with the liquidity entering these markets, specifically with BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, Fidelity Wise Origin Bitcoin Trust, Wisdom Tree Bitcoin Trust, because when money moves into Bitcoin, it moves into XRP as well too. And with the partnerships with Ripple, with FedNow going into effect over the next few years, we're going to start to see some massive announcements come out. And with the SEC published documents seeking public consultations last week on Bitcoin ETFs, the clock on the review process formally starts only when filings are published in the registry. Initially, this sets a deadline of 45 days, but can extend as long as 240 days. And so the Register and the Daily Gazette of the U.S. government contains executive orders, federal agency regulations, proposed agency rules, and other documents that by law have to be published. While there's no guarantee that the SEC will approve any of the applications for these ETFs, the filing by industry giant BlackRock has fueled speculation that permission is more likely because BlackRock has a lot more pull than these smaller companies because they virtually control the world. Another Bitcoin ETF application, ARC 21 shares Bitcoin ETF, hit the Federal Register on May 15th, and the SEC extended the approval deadline in June.